Madam President, I rise today as we bid farewell to my good friend, to my colleague, to my pal, the senior senator from Indiana, Dan Coats, who has served the state of Indiana and our country so well and with such honor and such dedication for more than 35 years. And I also want to note how grateful I am for serving with you, Madam President, for what an extraordinary senator you have been, what a good friend, and someday I hope to come up and see the White Mountains of New Hampshire and visit and see your family. But we have been very, very lucky to have been touched and blessed by you. As many of us know, my friend Dan's service to his country started long before he was elected to this body. After graduating from Wheaton College in Illinois, and he has not often told folks that he was a soccer star there, he joined the United States Army, where he served from 1966 until 1968 and earned the rank of Staff Sergeant. After coming to Indiana to earn a law degree at Indiana University's McKinney School of Law in Indianapolis, Dan moved to Fort Wayne, where he soon continued his public service as a staff member for then United States Congressman Dan Quayle. In 1980, Dan Coats was elected to represent the 4th Congressional District of Indiana, a wonderful area which he served so well, and it was an office he held for 8 years. Then in 1988, as Senator Quayle was elected to serve as Vice President, Senator Coats was appointed to the United States Senate, and he successfully won re-election in 1990 and in 1992. For 10 years, Dan continued his legacy of service to our beloved state. And as I mentioned, Dan is the senior senator. I am the junior senator. So whenever we have football discussions, Dan wins every time. Through his work on the Senate Armed Services Committee and the Intelligence Committee, he ensured our country was more secure and more prosperous for the future. In 1999, Dan retired from the Senate. He was soon called back, though, when President Bush asked him to serve our country again, this time as the U.S. ambassador to Germany. Then Ambassador Coats arrived in Germany, ready for his duties, on September 8th, 2001. We know how much our world changed 3 days later, and how important his job became to ensuring the United States continued its constructive relationship with our German allies and in keeping all of us safe back here at home. He not only forged a strong relationship with then German Chancellor Gerhard Schroeder and Angela Merkel, but also played a key role in the establishment of a new U.S. embassy in the heart of Berlin. It's hard to stress how critical Dan Coats' leadership was for our country at that time, as he used American diplomacy to help maintain American security. In 2011, Dan made his return to the Senate, eager once again to serve the people of Indiana. Over the last 6 years, he has produced steadfast leadership on the Finance Committee, the Intelligence Committee, and the Joint Economic Committees. On a more personal note, I have always been able to count on him as a partner, to be a thoughtful friend, willing to work together to address the many issues impacting Hoosiers and our whole country. Because when it comes down to it, we're Americans and we're all in this together. Dan always has been ready to roll up his sleeves and to work in a bipartisan manner, whether it was on an issue impacting our veterans, protecting our national security, advocating for fiscal responsibility, or even the finer issues of government, such as making sure the Government Publishing Office could change their style guide so that, as the rest of us all know, Dan was able to make it clear we are not Indianans, we are Hoosiers, and it should be appropriately discussed as such. Dan, it's been an honor to serve with you. He's been a true gentleman and a great teammate in our work to improve the lives of the hardworking Hoosier families we represent. I'm proud of the work we've done together. As Dan leaves the Senate, I wish my friend and my partner and my senior senator the best. He'll be remembered for his extraordinary service, his love of country, his love of our state, and his love of his family. I hope he'll be able to spend a lot of time with his wonderful wife, Marcia, their 3 children, and their 10 grandchildren. Dan has been blessed to have a wonderful family, and we've been blessed that we could be part of his life. May God bless Senator Coates and his family. May God bless Indiana, and may God bless America.